the Roman Republic era, a time of grandeur and glory spanning from 509 BC to 27 BC. This was a period marked by a unique political structure composed of consuls, the Senate, and citizen assemblies, each playing a pivotal role in the governance of Rome. The consuls, typically 2 in number, were the highest-ranking officials, their authority resembling what we'd call a president today. The Senate, a council of elders, held legislative and financial power, while the citizen assemblies were the voice of the people, casting votes on legislative, electoral, and judicial matters. The Roman Republic era was also characterized by Rome's expansion through both conquest and political alliances, transforming this city-state into a sprawling empire. Power, politics, and expansion were the order of the day, setting the stage for some of the most influential figures in history. In the early days of this republic, a man named Lucius Junius Brutus rose to prominence. This is Rome Revisited. Join us as we explore the ancient Roman Empire from Romulus to Constantine XI. Born into the noble junior family, Lucius Junius Brutus was destined for greatness. From the moment he drew his first breath, Brutus was set to leave an indelible mark on the annals of Roman history. His lineage, traced back to Rome's earliest days, was steeped in honor and valor. Raised in the lap of nobility, Brutus was privy to the finest education Rome had to offer. His tutors, drawn from the ranks of Rome's most learned men, instilled in him the virtues of courage, wisdom, and justice. These teachings were to serve as the pillars of his future leadership. His upbringing, while privileged, was not without its trials. The young Brutus was expected to uphold the family's honor, a responsibility that weighed heavily on his shoulders. His formative years were filled with lessons in public service, military strategy, and the art of oratory. These skills were carefully honed, preparing him for the role he was to play in the future of Rome. He was trained to be a leader, a warrior, and a statesman, roles that he would later embody with aplomb. Yet it was not all smooth sailing for the young Brutus. His life, much like the Rome he loved, was marked by turbulence and upheaval. A tragic event was looming on the horizon, an event that would forever alter the course of his life. But it was a tragic event that truly shaped Brutus's destiny. The spark that ignited Brutus's political career was his anger against the reigning king, Lucius Tarquinius Superbus. Now let's delve deeper into the story. Brutus's brother was brutally killed by the king's sons, an act which sparked a flame of rebellion in Brutus's heart. He was not going to let this injustice pass without a fight. He was determined to bring an end to the oppressive reign of the king and set Rome on a path of freedom and democracy. Brutus was a man of action. Fueled by his personal grief and the tyranny of the king, he began to rally the Roman citizens. He exposed the king's cruelty and corruption, stirring the hearts of the people, and soon a wave of dissent swept across Rome. The people who had once lived in fear of the king were now ready to stand against him, and Brutus was their beacon of hope. The overthrow of the king was no easy task. It required strategic planning, courage, and a great deal of fortitude. But Brutus was not deterred. He led the revolt with unyielding determination, and after a fierce struggle, the king was overthrown. Rome was finally free from the clutches of tyranny. But Brutus didn't stop there. His vision for Rome was far greater. He wanted to establish a system where the power rested with the people, not with a single ruler. Hence, the Roman Republic was born. It was a revolutionary concept, a government by the people, for the people. Brutus, the man who had led the revolt against the king, was chosen as one of the first consuls of this new republic. He had not only freed Rome from the oppressive reign of a king, but also laid the foundation for a democratic system that would shape the course of history. Brutus's leadership didn't end with the establishment of the Republic. His story is a testament to the power of the people when they unite against oppression, and his legacy continues to inspire us today. As consul, Brutus was instrumental in shaping the Roman Republic. After ousting the monarchy, Brutus found himself at the helm of a new political structure, the Roman Republic. He was no longer just Lucius Junius Brutus. He was now a consul, a servant of the people, and a key player in a grand experiment. His task, to build a government from the ground up, to establish laws and institutions that would outlive him and serve Rome for centuries to come. Brutus's reign as consul was marked by a delicate balance between power and responsibility. He knew the danger of absolute power all too well, having witnessed its corruption firsthand in the form of the last king of Rome. So he set about creating a system where power was shared, where decisions were made collectively, and where the voices of the people were heard. Along with his fellow consul, Lucius Tarquinius Superbus, Brutus worked tirelessly to lay the foundations of the Republic. They established the Senate, a council of elders to advise the consuls and represent the patrician class. They also introduced the Centuriate Assembly, a democratic body where Rome's citizens could vote on laws and public affairs. It was a radical shift from the autocratic rule of the kings, and it signified the dawn of a new era. But Brutus's reign was not just about political innovation. It was also about navigating the treacherous waters of political conflict. There were those who were still loyal to the old monarchy and those who were skeptical of the new republic. Brutus had to placate both sides, negotiate with the dissenters, and crush any attempts at rebellion. It was a political tightrope, and Brutus walked it with skill and resolve. It's important to remember, though, that Brutus was not just a political figure. He was a man, a father, a friend. He was a human being in the midst of extraordinary circumstances, trying to do what he believed was best for Rome. But Brutus's reign was not without personal tragedy. In a cruel twist of fate, Brutus's own sons plotted to restore the monarchy. The very monarchy Brutus had fought so hard to dismantle was now being reinstated by his own blood. It was a bitter pill to swallow, yet when the conspiracy was uncovered, Brutus didn't flinch. He was a man of principle, a man who put the Republic above all else, even his family, and so he ordered the execution of his sons, a decision that would haunt him for the rest of his days. His commitment to the Republic was further tested on the battlefield. In the heat of combat, Brutus found himself face to face with his nemesis Aruns, the son of the deposed king. The two men clashed, their swords sparking under the harsh sunlight. Brutus fought valiantly, his determination unwavering, but alas, he was fatally wounded. As he lay on the battlefield, his life slipping away, his last thoughts were of the Republic he had so valiantly fought for. His death was a blow to the Republic, a loss that was deeply felt. Yet, in his passing, Brutus became a symbol of the Republic's resilience. His unwavering devotion to the Republic served as a beacon of hope for its citizens, reminding them of the values their society was built upon. Brutus's death marked the end of an era, but his legacy lived on. He was a man of courage, a man of principle, a man who dared to dream of a free and fair republic. His story is a testament to the power of conviction and the indomitable spirit of the human will. Brutus's impact on Rome was profound and lasting. His actions not only shaped the course of Roman history, but also laid the groundwork for what we now know as the Roman Republic. Lucius Junius Brutus, a man of great courage and conviction, set in motion a new era of governance that would see Rome rise as a dominant power in the ancient world. Brutus's influence, however, extended beyond the political arena. He was instrumental in shaping Roman law, introducing reforms that would provide the blueprint for the legal systems of many modern societies. His laws were grounded in fairness and justice, embodying the principles of the republic he helped to establish. His belief in the rule of law, rather than the rule of a monarch, was a radical departure from the norms of the time and set a precedent that would endure for centuries. But Brutus's legacy is not confined to the annals of history. His story, one of a man driven by a profound sense of duty and an unwavering commitment to the ideals of democracy, has been remembered and retold throughout the ages. From Shakespeare's portrayal of Brutus in his play Julius Caesar to the numerous works of art, literature, and film that have immortalized his life, Brutus's tale continues to resonate with audiences worldwide. His name is synonymous with the fight against tyranny and the pursuit of liberty and justice. In many ways, Brutus's life serves as a reminder of the power of the individual to effect change. His actions, born out of a desire to free his fellow Romans from the tyranny of a corrupt king, had far-reaching consequences that shaped the course of an entire civilization. His story is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit and the potential within each of us to make a difference. Lucius Junius Brutus, the father of the Roman Republic, remains a symbol of courage and commitment to the ideals of democracy. His legacy lives on. So could your knowledge about such fascinating pieces of history. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more captivating content about ancient Rome. Dive into the past and keep the spirit of antiquity alive. This is Rome Revisited.